Welcome to Cooper High School in New Hope and Barbara A. Lehman Field for the Metro West Conference boys soccer matchup here today between the St. Louis Park Orioles, who come in at 6-2-1, and the Cooper Hawks, looking for their first victory here of this shortened 2020 COVID-19 season. I'm Jay Wilcox, along with Sig Lagery, and thanks so much for joining us. A great afternoon here. It was a lot cooler about a week ago, and then this week might be sort of the last hurrah of summer-like weather here. And these teams, the wind is actually a lot less than it had been a day earlier, so still definitely breezy, but not an overwhelming kind of wind. First meeting between these two went to the Orioles by a score of 5-0. They've had a nice season and expect to be a pretty high seed for the Section 6 AA tournament. I think, Sig, for Cooper, how much have we improved from game one to this? How can we play them closer? Can we learn some things from that first meeting and try to make this a closer, tighter game?
Well, I think the team is trying that. We heard that the seniors are developing well, and they're playing a pretty good set of soccer. For the overall program, we were talking to the coach before the game that when he first started, they only had 25 players come out. Now it's over like 65 or 67 players came out. So they've really improved the program. They were hoping to get some impetus going this year, but with the virus and everything else going on, it didn't quite happen.
Time for our national anthem. We'll step aside here for just a moment and come back with the start of today's matchup here in Metro West boys soccer.
It is normal, even healthy, to feel stress. But the coronavirus has many people worried about health, work, and the future. That stress can add up and make you sick. Some signs of too much stress are sleeping too much or not enough, eating too much or not enough, headaches, stomach aches, or rashes, and feelings of disbelief, fear, or irritability. If you find yourself with any of these symptoms, take a break to just breathe. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Repeat this 4-7-8 breathing pattern 3 to 4 times. For more mental health resources, visit NAMI.org/coronavirus.
Welcome back here to Cooper as we get set to begin the boys' game. Girls' game will also be seen on CCX as the Hawks and the Orioles battle here. Second to last regular season game for both of these teams. And obviously, as most fans are aware, we've had a shortened season that is going to lead to section playoffs, but not state tournament playoffs. As you can look at Chado Alvarado, the head coach for the Orioles, 20-plus seasons now, 21 seasons at the helm, and he said it was interesting when we asked about seeding. He said, well, it's a little hard to say right now, but basically we just got to go up and be ready to play whoever we play. He didn't sound too worried about whether they were going to be seeded. Kent Getchell, the Cooper coach, felt like if St. Louis Park takes care of business this week, that they should probably be the number 2 seed. Cooper's also in 6AA. They're locked into being number 8, they feel, and will almost certainly take on Wyzetta in that first round.
Well, we won't know for sure until this game and the next game, and then next Sunday they do the seedings.
So look at the starters for the Orioles as Luis Benitez Matias, a sophomore, will be starting in goal, and You see, they've got some young players. Actually, both teams do. John Ryan being an 8th grader in their lineup, a couple of 8th graders on their roster. But overall, a little more experience and probably a little more skill for the St. Louis Park team. Kent Getchell said that, you know, one big issue with his Cooper team, he said they've been working hard and all that, but not too many of them play summer soccer, and that's just something that's, you know, a little bit difficult to overcome when you're just not getting as much experience as some of the opponents that you'd be playing. And he said this year, because of COVID, it was even more so that way. So as you look at the starters for the Hawks, Jaden Hove, a junior, is the keeper for Cooper. Wilson Racinos, one of their captains. Cooper is in the navy blue as we get things going here. Hawks getting first possession. It's knocked out of play there by the Orioles' John Ryan. We get a throw coming now for Cooper. Coach Alvarado paying Cooper a little bit of compliment, said, you know, they've been getting harder to play against each of these last couple of years, that, you know, so he can see the progress, even seeing them, you know, just once or twice a year from the other side of the field.
Yeah, that was a good observation.
Little takeaway there, and moving in close for the left-footed shot, and a goal! Didn't take long for James Sando to get Cooper on the board. First look at the net for either team, and it goes in as Sando got a steal, and then he was just eager to get to this net, and he got it done. Wow, this is great. Look at that. He goes through a couple different players. Park just seemed a little nonchalant, and the keeper, Luis Benitez Matias, didn't really come out to meet him. He just kind of stayed back in his net, and the left-footed shot goes right by him and in. 39 seconds in. How do you like it? Cooper's on the board.
Well, there we go. I couldn't tell if he was nonchalant or maybe he may have been screened by his defender.
Yeah, it just felt like they were a little slow getting there. And I don't even mean just the keeper, but the others as well. It's almost like they didn't expect Sando to be able to get through those first two guys, and then when he did, it was like, uh-oh, we're a little bit in trouble here. So see how the Orioles respond now as Claudio Zua drops that pass off to the middle, and Hawks able to clear it on out of there. Up the sideline, though, nice takeaway by Elijah Sia-Flory. Crosses it here, and that one will get in on Hove as he's standing alongside the goalpost and makes the grab on that one. So he is staked to an early lead here, and obviously Cooper, you know, goals have been hard to come by this year, so that has to make them feel quite good to get that one early like that. Banged up the line there. Nice reception of that one by Abdi Mohammed. And they'll pass this one back. Benitez Matias knocking it up in the air. Emmanuel Chate lost it. Cooper's been pretty quick to the ball on the early going, it feels like here. They've come out ready to go as you get a look at Luis Benitez Matias, and unfortunately for him, he was faced with a very good shot early on and gave up a goal in the first minute. Be a throw coming here for St. Louis Park, and I think it's kind of natural too if you know the first time around you beat a team 5-0 and you're on the road, you maybe come out not quite as fired up as they needed to be possibly in that first, but you also just got to give a lot of credit to James Sando for the work that he did there. Foul call here going against the Orioles, so free kick here coming for Cooper. They'll go short with it here. Now looking to bang it long up the middle, intercepted there by Jovan Dennison, and he will play it back to the keeper. Battle for it in the air, trying to get it controlled. There was Blaine Estadio Garcia for Cooper, and talented sophomore, but the Orioles on the attack here, pushed up their right side. Tracked down and cleared out by Bjorbak. There's Jaden Hove, the Hawks keeper. Throw coming here for Park. Zua trying to gain control of that one. Instead, it's popped up by Henry Sua. Owen Christensen couldn't direct that header the way he wanted it to there, so a throw coming here for the Hawks. Going to leave it over here to Bjorbak. He takes that return pass here. Coach Getchell said, we're really working on possessing and getting quick, short passes, and it's something that I think most teams are trying to get to that point where that's where the way they're attacking, and sometimes you resort to old habits or whatever, or have to play the ball long, and
yeah, and that could be a problem for them also, given that they haven't had that much playing time this season. That they could be susceptible to a long ball attack.
And he said, being that we're playing so many young guys too, that sometimes we have a little bit of trouble with bigger, stronger guys who maybe run well on other teams that have been able to attack them by just playing the ball long.
But then they have been playing pretty good possession ball in the first opening minutes.
Here's another shot on a goal. Oh, Cooper, red hot early. Sam Dennis this time just taking that pass, turning and hitting it perfectly over Benitez Matias. Sam Dennis on the board for the Hawks. And they have scored twice in the first 5 minutes. You see him receiving that one just barely onside and launches it.
You couldn't pick a better spot to place that ball. Here, look at it again, coming at you. Just over the outstretched fingertips of the keeper into the back of the net in the corner, and surprised. The Hawks are on the move.
Boy, they have come out and played well in the early going here. Here's another opportunity, a long shot here that'll go wide. Now it's starting to feel like we sold them a little short in the pregame.
Yeah.
We lost 5-0 the first time. You're thinking that they're kind of the big underdog, and based on the season, the way it's gone for both teams, that seemed a logical thought coming in. But boy, Cooper's looked good and taking advantage when you get opportunities like that too. I mean, a lot of times you'll see teams maybe generate something here and there, but they can't convert, and they've gotten two good chances and they've both gone in the net.
Yeah, they're 2 for 2 on the last shot. They have 3 shots on taken and 2 on goal, 2 in. So yeah, it's amazing that you look at on paper, everything looks like it's going to be tilted one way, but guess what? Nobody told the players that. And they're playing extremely well. Like I said, they're getting to the ball quickly.
Nice ball to the outside. Orioles on the attack. A little pass drop back there. Thomas Kanizer then couldn't catch up to it. It was behind him. And it's cleared out by Cooper. It'll be a throw here for St. Louis Park. Orioles are without one of their better players today, Alex Ruiz Shimada, out today. So Cooper was aware of that and knew that that was one less headache in the opposing lineup for today.
Right.
The throw-in coming up here for Cooper. If you're just joining us, Cooper getting on the board twice early, once in the first minute and then again in the 5th minute as Sam Dennis striking to make it 2-0 Hawks. And again, they're a team coming in without a victory this season and having lost to this Orioles team the first time around by a 5-0 count. So they have to be more than a little excited about the way things have gone so far.
I'm sure the coaching staff is elated with a strong start. Not just in the scoring, but in the way they're possessing the ball. Here they come again. This time it's poked out.
Yeah, Cooper, that one is blocked, and it's going to spin into the net to make it 3-0. Good pressure down there by Dennis, and he'll get another goal here for the Hawks as he is able to block that clearing attempt, and it winds up spinning its way into the net.
Well, that was a weird goal.
Yeah, the other two were very nice. That one was maybe a little bit more fortunate, but hard work helped to get it for him too. As you see the back pass to the keeper, and then it's like, uh-oh, we're in the middle here. Dennis almost got to it first. He did off the keeper and off him and in. And Cooper makes it 3-0. Orioles have to be shocked here at the way this one's going in the early part.
They probably wish they could take a timeout so they can recuperate, but it looked to me like that time, you're right, it kind of caught between the 2 feet of the player and the keeper, and it just spun out and went right into the open net.
Cooper had 9 goals total coming in to this game, and they've already got 3 here in the first 8 minutes of this one. They did score 3 times last game against Chaska. It was a pretty good team too. Chaska beat them 6-1 the first time. Second time was 6-3. So it kind of a little bit of an indicator. And I don't know the details. Maybe Chaska, played a lot of subs and whatnot. That's very possible. But either way, it still kind of shows you a little bit that they've been coming on a bit. And wow, they have come out and just stunned the Orioles in the early going. This one's offside.
I'm sure the St. Louis Park people are wondering what in the world happened.
Free kick taken there by Wilson Racinos, and now the Orioles quickly get it. I guess the good news for them, if there is that it's so early in the game that they've got, there's a clearing attempt blocked. Fortunately for the Hawks, though, they had a couple other guys back there to cover it up, or that one might have been similar. For the Orioles, they have to be thinking, well, we do have an awful long time to go in this game. And here's their first real opportunity, as charging out and not really getting much of it was Hove, and Lanesbury was there but couldn't direct it in.
Right, same thing with the deflection, but this time the deflection went the correct way for the keeper.
See how Flory launching one long, and the race is on here. Bennett Kwame getting to it. Puts on the brakes here. Now drops the pass back. Here's a shot, and it's a low attempt by Nicholas Kent right on, and Hove with the stop. So the Hawks looking to counter back here. Estadio Garcia drops that pass back off to Bjorback. Moved it nicely up the field, but then stolen, and then stolen right back. Nice ball up to the outside. Went back with it, and nice clean tackle, and here come the Orioles now. 3-on-4 as they come upfield with a little space to work with. Chip to the outside, and here's a good chance. Cross in, it's in. St. Louis Park on the scoreboard as Lanesbury will tap at the last couple feet, as they had a nice opportunity upfield there and able to convert it.
Good counter on this play. Right here you see the end of the counters. They come in for the cross, and right there, right wide open.
Kwame dropping it off to Lanesbury, and he finished it in style here for St. Louis Park. So make it a 3-1 game. We may have a lot of goals here the way it's looking so far. Cooper going back on the attack. That ball to the outside was intercepted. Churning with it there was Sando, and he'll drop it back. Bang back out of there. Sando trapping it down. Sando trying to get to that one, but instead it was Kwame sending it ahead. A partial break chance now for Lanesbury, looking for his second. And coming out to meet him, though, was Hove, and he denies it.
Nice save by the keeper.
Both teams at times a little leaky defensively here early on. The keepers are going to be busy the way it would appear. That pass knocked away. And it'll be a throw coming here for St. Louis Park. So they've kind of started to turn the momentum a little bit. But a nice save for that guy, Jaden Hove, coming up with a big stop to try and keep Park from getting its second straight goal there. Here's Kanizer. He'll chip it out to the left side here for Jonathan Peterson. And they're going to have to clear that one, so a corner kick upcoming. Ball didn't have much on it, and Hove was coming out to try and grab it, but the defender wasn't going to take any chances, and so they cleared it out of play there. That was Charles Soshiwin there. So a corner here for Kanizer. Here's the header right on target by Kent, but well read by Hove, and he just reached up and he was in the right spot there.
The perfect position, just put those two gloves up there and it came right into his hands.
Another good example of how it's really more about anticipation than just, physical ability for a keeper. He read that one perfectly. So a throw in here for the Orioles as I'm sure were a little bit shocked to give up 3 early, but they're coming back hard. Volleyed here, back across, and going to go wide from Luca Guarin there. So goal kick coming up for Cooper. Orioles have started to tilt the field in their favor a little bit. They're still down 3-1, but you can see why they're a team that's won 6 games here these last few minutes, how they've started to play much better.
Referee having a little discussion.
So goal kick coming for Cooper.
Oh, he may have been wearing some jewelry.
Senior day here too, so the Hawks, gosh, they would really love to get a win here, and obviously still a long way to go in this one, but hard to beat a 3-0 start like they had. Pass drop back here. Lanesbury's shot was denied, but still in a dangerous spot here. And it will be a corner kick upcoming. He wasn't able to get the cross away there, Goran, but he did draw a corner kick anyway. And like we talked about in a game earlier, we're kind of going old school here. There doesn't seem to be any ball chasers, so the players are having to run them down. There's an awful lot of time that's going to tick off with guys going to field the balls. Chip to the front. Oh, it got over the keeper there as Hove came out and did not get to it. It's going to be another corner.
Yeah, I think somebody got the header in the middle of it.
And a redirect, and it's in. A header to the foot and put away. And St. Louis Park to within 1 as Kawami, I think, got that redirect. Again, they've been winning balls in the air, and that gets back a little bit to what Coach Ketchel from Cooper said, that we're a little bit young and small in the back, and so they gave up a clean header to a pass. And Kwame ends up redirecting that one in off the assist there from Jonathan Peterson. So 3-2. Any thoughts that Cooper was going to run away with this one have gone away quickly as Park has answered with a pair of goals, and they are to within 1.
Scoring for St. Louis Park, number 11, Benedict Kwame.
Play it up the line here. Kwame gets a step around the D. Now putting it out front for Lanesbury, and that one directed just wide. And it'll be a goal kick here for Cooper. And once again, teams struggling to shut the opponent down a little bit. They're giving up quite a few good chances here at both ends.
Having trouble marking up on the attackers, and the passing lanes are wide open, deep in their own zone, and that's usually a dangerous thing to do.
Strong header there by Kent. Battle for it there, and a good physical battle. Henry Sua won it for Cooper, but Orioles get the ball back. Nice move upfield by Kanizer. Now he sends a through ball ahead. Opportunity here. Kawami's shot is in. And we are tied up at 3-3 as Kawami getting his second goal in a row. Wow, we're going to hit double figures here.
In the first half.
Yeah, in the first half. Another look at that ball. He did a nice job waiting for it, and then...
Yeah, he saw the direction where the keeper was going and then shot the opposite way. Nice individual effort.
And you saw a little bit of skirmish there as he went to get the ball out. The defender didn't like that, kicked it away from him. Referee now telling Kwame just for both guys, not really necessary there. The play was already over. So
right.
Wow, St. Louis Park answering with 3 goals after Cooper had gone up 3-0. This is shaping up maybe as probably the highest scoring high school game we've ever done. or it could be anyway.
Could be, the way it's
headed
going.
in that direction.
So how's it work? Once one team scores 3, the other one scores 3, and then we get 3 again, or what's the sequence?
We'll have to see here. That shot is denied and knocked away on the way out by John Ryan. Throw here for Cooper. Nice job leaving that ball for Abdi Mohammed. They go long out to the left side. A lot of defenders back this time, but Cooper now pulling some guys up, joined the fray, but then knocked away. Orioles going to try and bang along up the middle. Bjorbak blocked that one. Now Cooper will turn it back. Nice ball to Sando, and he distributes to the outside. Dennis looking for the hat trick, but that time had it blocked. I think it was Christensen who got back in to get a piece of that one. But again, nice passing by Cooper upfield. Play to the outside. Sando coming back to meet it. Gave it over there for Jonathan Engwall. Sua sending it up for Sando and couldn't quite keep it in. He saw the AR was right there and just saw that ball roll over the line. There's Sando, who started the scoring only 39 seconds in. Little did we know at that time what it was going to lead to. 2 more quick goals for Cooper. They went up 3-0, and now the Orioles have answered with 3 of their own. Strong move to the middle there, as it was Muhammad trying to go to the net. That one from long distance. Let's see if he can catch it. He cannot. Nope. It's going to be a corner kick.
So first corner kick opportunity for Cooper. Let's see how their set play executes.
Yeah, and the Orioles seem to have a little more height, so they at the other end they were winning those balls in the air. We'll see if that translates at this end as well defensively. Goes out to the top of the box there, and Kanizer knocking it away. Lanesbury coming back to meet it, but jabbed from him. Kanizer dishing it to the right, and the Orioles move up, but jabbed away there. Back for Kanizer here. And they go over to Peterson. Peterson chipping it to the middle. Kind of a wide open, loose kind of style in this game. It's been fun to watch. A lot of goals. Probably coaches who coach defensive soccer are probably cringing a little here and there, but
yes, they are. I can tell you they are.
Nice takeaway there by Ryan. And the return pass, though. Look at Sando hustle after that. Got it back. Sua controlling here for Cooper. Now the Orioles looking to move it up nicely. Up the right side they go as Cooper tries to hustle back into defensive position. Fell over the ball a little bit there, and now Kwame coming up with it. He'll get it to Kent. Kent back for Kwame. It's offside. And out for good measure was Hove to block it anyway, but that one drew the flag. So offside call against St. Louis Park. It was close. And there have been a number of plays. Actually, it wasn't that close.
No.
Sorry. I see it again. Okay, he was way off. But there have been a few others that led to goals where it was kind of looking like it maybe was going to be offside too. And obviously, as a defender, you can't relax and assume.
No, you can't, especially with St. Louis Park with the long shots. They're countering very, very quickly and taking the long shots for the setups. So they're going to have to be careful about that.
And it's always kind of interesting to me, Sig, that you'll talk to coaches and they kind of dismissively talking about banging the ball and running.
Right.
But at the same time, if it's effective,
if
why not?
If it works for you, yeah.
I understand what they're referring to. You want to really teach crisp passing and playing the game the right way and all that, and I don't deny that or dispute that or anything. But when there's a game going on and there's a scoreboard, you got to do whatever you can do to generate chances, is my feeling on it.
No, I agree. And the long ball really comes into play when you have a team that's a little bit suspect on defense.
Takeaway there by Kent. Lanesbury. Lanesbury getting a return feed from Zua. Jabbed away from him, but Lanesbury will track it down. And knocked away, but a corner kick upcoming as Cyrus Jarjay wouldn't allow him to turn there, but he did knock it out of play. So the Orioles will get a corner kick opportunity out of it. We've passed the halfway point of a wild first half. Cooper took a 3-0 lead, scored 3 goals in about 7.5 minutes to start, and then the Orioles have come back with 3 of their own in about a 6-minute span. Here's a header, ooh, and that one might have been headed in, but a defender was there. As the Orioles have consistently gotten first touch on headers off corner kicks.
Yeah, they've been able to get to the ball, and that time they were fortunate that the defender was standing right on the goal line and caught that one in the chest and brought it back out again.
Good discipline to be where you should be there.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, you're just hoping that you're in position to deny that ball, but you know, to stay there and not be chasing after the ball is showing good discipline there.
Yep, kind of like the second goalkeeper in there. Nice long throw in for St. Louis Park.
And the battle for that's going to be a push. As getting the arms up in there a little bit was Luca Guarin, and he's disputing it, but used the hands a little bit on the push there. Nice move in traffic, but then a takeaway by Kent. Leaving it for Guarin. He'll play it ahead. Lanesbury coming in. There's Hove giving up his body. Then the follow-up try sails way over the top, but a foul call coming against Cooper on that follow-up shot attempt. It's outside the box, I believe, but not by much. Another look at this one is Hove. That's being fearless there.
Boy, that takes some courage to go out there for that one.
And he's stretching out a little bit. St. Louis Park's going to get a free kick.
Yeah, he may have pulled something.
So Knizer will line it up for the free kick. That came on that follow-up shot attempt where shooter was tripped up. See what the Orioles have in store here. They've obviously been very strong on headers, but he's going to go right at the net here. Oh, and just missed over the top. Hove has got pretty good size, so it's, you know, not terribly easy to sneak one over him on a play like that. And that shot didn't miss by much, though. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, you can always try and catch the keeper off balance. But Hope was right there to stop it. Well, watch it go over.
Yeah, you have to respect the shot first on that kind of opportunity, and he did. Sometimes guys get caught cheating out a little bit because they're thinking they're going to intercept if the ball's, you know, dropped in short. Chip to the front here, high bounce, ooh, and then a header and a save. Azua got to that one. I think it was intended for the player more in the middle, but then he couldn't get to it, and off the high bounce, Zua put a header right on the money, but Hove was ready. Battle for it. It's going to be a handball call against Cooper. And they started up farther than they should have there, so they're going to make them redo it on this free kick. Dennison will take it for St. Louis Park. They have clawed their way back in after trailing 3-0. They've scored 3 of their own. We are tied 3-3 and still in the first half. It's been an amazing offensive output here in the early going, and also, as you know, to be fair, kind of shaky defense at times too. Cleared out of play here by the keeper Hove. It'll be a throw for St. Louis Park. Most of the play has been down in this end as we've gone on throughout the half after Cooper got those 3 early goals.
It looks like the Orioles have figured out that if they send the ball up and use their speed, they can get behind the defenders and get a shot.
Pass drop back here toward Kent. He's met, and Now he'll distribute it back for Beshi to the front, and Lanesbury's redirect. Couldn't quite put that one where he wanted to as it goes wide of the mark. But again, Cooper kind of struggling with giving up balls, you know, in prime scoring opportunity area there.
They're giving way too many opportunities for quality shots to the Orioles. I mean, they're pretty good on their own. You don't want to help them.
So a goal kick here for Cooper. Racinos putting his foot to it for the Hawks. Good effort to win that ball. Now out to the outside. The race is on. Francisco Torres Gomez Eagle working hard there for the Hawks.
Trying to find an opening, but they're being marked tightly.
Mohammed looking to turn the corner, jabbed away from him, but it will be a throw here for Cooper. And they have a substitute getting set to come on, as Sua will return. So a throw in for Cooper as they try and take the lead back, but now Zua. Takeaway there for Park. And then he turns it over. Engwall sending it up. He's passing in traffic there. Estadio Garcia giving it out to the outside. Sando trying to get to it. Crosses it. Oh, and it's off the defender. That ball's going to be a goal kick. Apparently it got over the end line there just before Sando made that pass, but still good effort, good hustle. So
certainly had the right idea getting the ball back into play, but unfortunately the ball was already over the end line.
Yeah, you should get a pretty good look at it here as he tries to track that down. Wow, it was awful close.
That's close.
Looked as though Park was probably going to be able to clear it anyway, but I love the hustle there.
That was a good play.
Now the Orioles.
Boy, their counter is just devastating.
It didn't take long before they were back in a good opportunity at this end. And the Hawks unable to clear. A couple bangs at it. Kwame, and there's Hove getting it. Lanesbury was there and waiting for another tap in if that one had escaped his fingertips. As Kwame sending it across at an angle there.
Yeah, that could have been bad news.
Couldn't control that one on the way out there, Sua, so it'll be a throw for St. Louis Park. Ticking down toward the 10-minute mark here. A high-scoring first half. 3 goals to start for Cooper, and answered with 3 by St. Louis Park. So we sit at 3-3 here. Estadio Garcia lost it near midfield, and here come the Orioles again with Kent. Nice little fake, and he gets the cross away. That one had a little too much on it, though, as his teammates were in tighter and not in a spot to get to that one. Throw coming for Cooper as they bring in a sub off the bench there as well, Christian Reeves. Oh, Cooper turning it right back over as the throw-in was a tough one to handle there for Cisco Torres Gomez Eagle, and it'll be a throw-in for Park. They return it right out there to Zua. He gets a return pass here and then puts it out front. That was a really good idea. Now the ball's still loose. They take a couple of swings at it. Man, that was really a tremendous pass. I don't think Kwame read it quite the same way as Zua, because if he had been moving toward that ball, that would have put him in for a point-blank chance. But he kind of laid back. Sent ahead, they're going to play it back to the keeper, Hove, here. Hove looking upfield. Almost had a quick turnover, but now the Hawks do get it back here. Play it up the line. First to it, though, is Dennison. He's going to go back to his keeper. And remember, one of the Cooper goals came when St. Louis Park took a risk on a play somewhat like that, and it did not pay off as Sam Dennis got there to interrupt it and eventually knocked it in.
Yeah, it did not end well.
Park looking for an offside that time, didn't get it, but that pass did not connect. Chip long up the middle here. Lanesbury, slipped over the ball. He gets right back up, though.
Wow, they had 4 defenders back there, and nobody came up to challenge him. They had a defender running with him, but nobody else came up there to mark him.
Lanesbury, it's happened to every player at one time or another. I think actually tripped or stepped on the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Ultimately going to be a corner kick here for St. Louis Park. And again, they've been really dangerous in the air on these, looking for headers. This time they go short with it and then chip to the front. Lanesbury a header. Hove comes out and kind of collided a little bit with Zua on his way to it, but he still got to the ball. Nice hustle and footwork by Sando to win that ball back. To the outside they go with it. Mohammed. And that one well read by Christensen to break it up. Boy, Park, though, at times, too, has been a little bit shaky in the back and giving up some passes that, you know, their coaches probably are saying, okay, we got a few things to shore up here before the playoffs.
Well, they're definitely not winning a whole lot of the midfield, and Cooper's been able to take advantage of that and get behind the first line of defenders. Here we come again.
Chipped up the middle there by Guarin, but it's going to bounce all the way to the keeper. 6:35 to go in the first half in a high-scoring battle. Cooper and St. Louis Park trading runs of 3 as Cooper went up 3-0 to start. Now here's Kwame, who has a couple of goals already for the Orioles. Trying to get that pass away. Now he gets the ball back, drops it off. Looking over to the other side. Oh, and that one just blocked. It's going to be a corner kick. As for a moment it looked like Kanizer might have a free opportunity from about 10 yards out, but defender just got back to kind of snuff that one out. It will result in a corner kick, though.
This is corner kick number 5.
See,
yeah,
Engwall just got back in time. Good vision, though, by Park to, you know, guys were in close and they realized somebody else had a little better shot. Here's a volley that goes up and over the top as they found Kent going to the net. It'll be a goal kick here for Cooper, but again, if you're the Hawks, you don't want to give up those kind of chances off corner kicks, and it's happened pretty routinely.
Yeah, giving up 5 corners in one half is a lot.
And I'd say on at least 4 of them, Park has gotten pretty good looks at the net.
They got very good opportunities. They have some good headers. Like you said, they're using their height to get to the ball quickly and putting the pressure on. The other thing I've noticed is that St. Louis Park has been not only getting past the defense, but the defenders aren't really getting in front of them and making, you know, some kind of a, you don't have to get the ball, but you can at least slow them down.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. They need to be a little, I don't know what's the right word, scrappier on some of those to not just give them a free run to the ball. I mean, obviously you don't want to commit a foul. And, you know, against maybe somebody who's a little bit older and a little bit bigger, it could be easier said than done. But if you get your positioning right, you can at least make it harder for them to get to the ball.
And that's the key. The position is you need to put yourself in front of the attacker, even if you're running backwards, to slow them down a little bit.
Sando with a clean tackle there. And then a nice move by Estadio Garcia, playing it to the outside and just got out of play.
Not by much, but that was a good hustle.
And then hammered away there from Zua. And Zua looking around. He's been bounced around a little bit on these last couple of times upfield. And I think he liked that last one. He'll get a throw in out of it.
Up about 12 yards too far. There we go.
Beshi will throw it in here for Park. And foul call there against Cooper as Estadio Garcia couldn't stop his momentum and ran through Knizer a little bit there. Kent playing it to the outside. Return pass. Engwall knocked that one away, and then Engwall was in turn knocked down by Kent, who was the intended target of that pass. So there's what we're talking about.
Right.
Playing positionally well. Yeah, he got knocked down, but he broke the play up.
Exactly. The rule of thumb is if you're a defender and you're shoulder to shoulder with an attacker, you've already lost.
Ball played to the outside, and again, plenty of space out there that way.
There you go. Now that's how you do it. Get in front of them, create a little bit of havoc.
Couple of nice moves, but Guarin has bounced out of there, and he drops the pass back. Knizer. And nice step up there by Bjorbak to knock that one away. It'll be another throw here for St. Louis Park. See how Flory will take the throw in here for the Orioles, looking for their 7th win of this season. And again, we're only going to be playing 11 regular season games, so they've had a good program here in these last several years, and looking good again. The one opponent they've had trouble with is Chaska, beat him twice, but ball up the middle there, but a nice interception made by Dennison. And now Orioles have some space to go as they come back with it. And nice job to take it back there by Kwame. That shot into traffic. Follow-up try will sail high from Kent. So Shiwin going to come back into the lineup here for Cooper. About a minute and a half to go in this opening half, and still knotted up at 3. And the goals came fast and furious in the beginning part of this game.
And nothing since.
Yeah, it's unusual how that developed. I mean, I've been at a lot of practices where there was not that many goals scored, and seriously, but they seem to have buckled down a little bit since then, and also a couple nice stops by keepers as well.
1 minute remaining.
Estadio Garcia comes up with it. Mohammed. And welcome back here to Cooper High School. Thanks for joining us here for Hawks soccer as they are tied up with St. Louis Park 3-3, and it's senior day here at Cooper, and you see in a little bit of the ceremonies, obviously a little more socially distanced kind of ceremonies this year, Sig, but still important to recognize the guys that have worked their way through the program. And as Coach Getchell was saying, that you've got some guys who are hopefully laying the groundwork for better days ahead for the program, where you start winning some more games here, and but either way, they worked hard and kind of helped to rebuild the program a little bit here, and that's why they're very eager and happy to recognize these young men here this evening.
Oh, absolutely. And the coach said that the seniors have really developed this season. And we've seen some pretty good play in the first half from them.
And they've got a nice senior group, which is tough to see those guys leave. But again, nice to be able to recognize them. Well, we said a lot of goals in this first half. Let's take a look at some of the highlights, and they came fast and furious, and it didn't take long to get started either, as Cooper's James Sando, watch him win this ball back there, and then goes through a couple of players. Deeks another left-footed shot and in. That was just 39 seconds in. He came ready to play, and the Hawks led it. And then there's Dennis turning, just letting it rip and lofting it over the keeper for a 2-0 lead. And then Estadio Garcia putting pressure on. This may be an ill-advised back pass. Dennis got in there, and he gets his second in a row. It wasn't as pretty as the first one, but it counts as he hustled in. The ball deflected off him, but the Orioles come storming back. And Lanesbury trying to get to that one as the keeper came way out. Then they get another opportunity here, and this time Lanesbury able to bury it off the feed there from Kwame, and that got them on the board. Lanesbury coming in with a clean breakaway, but that time Hove won the battle as he came out at him. But then here's an opportunity, a header right onto the foot nicely of Kwame, and it was 3-2, and then Kwame gets another one, this time on a breakaway, tucking the left-footed shot just inside the goalpost. And that one tied it up at 3 apiece, and that is where we still remain. As you see, more and more as the half went on, it was definitely an Orioles half.
Yeah, you can see that by the numbers with the Orioles way out in front, 18 shots to 5, 7 shots on goal to 3, 2 fouls to get 3, 5 corner kicks to 1. And that's a biggie, as those corner kicks are really putting a lot of pressure on the Cooper defense.
Well, we said we're winding down the regular season Metro West Conference, where these teams both call home, and see Chaska is leading the pack in the Metro West. St. Louis Park currently in third. Cooper, boy, it'd be big for them if they could get a win against a pretty quality team here, and obviously we still got a long way to go, sitting at 3-3. Both teams in Section 6AA for playoff time, which again, as Sig mentioned earlier, they seed for on Sunday. And then playoffs will begin next week. The seniors posing there with Coach Getchell. We'll take a timeout and come back with more here from Cooper High School and Barbara A. Lehman Stadium.
Honorary Forest Ranger Betty White here, lending a hand to my dear friend Smokey Bear. Because for 75 years, he's only said,
"Only you can prevent wildfires."
But there's a lot more to say. Like, if you park your car on tall, dry grass, the hot exhaust pipe can start a wildfire. So keep the animals safe, especially the cute shirtless one. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Welcome back here to Barbara A. Lehman Stadium at Cooper High School. 3-3, St. Louis Park and Cooper tied up here in the boys' contest as we get set to begin the second half and look at some of the upcoming telecasts we've got. Girls soccer, of course, between these two coming up, and then also, here we go, volleyball and football joining the fray here in October, and Osseo Totino Grace volleyball Thursday night, Prior Lake at Wayzata football on Friday night, and then we'll have some more soccer still to come. Section matchups to be determined, and a couple different sections that we may potentially be looking at. There's a look at Willie Howard and the Cooper football team getting set for their season opener. We will have Cooper football in week 2 for you when they host Orono.
Things are finally happening.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how it'll all work out, and I think people kind of cautiously optimistic based on the fact that soccer has been able to be played. And again, I don't think you could say incident-free. There's certain programs that have had an issue or two with COVID, but I think all in all, for the most part, we've seen games be able to be played and seemingly keeping things relatively safe. So we are underway here in half number 2.
And with only one more game after this, the teams have been pretty successful in maintaining their goal of not losing any players or having people get sick.
Played to the outside here, and the Orioles trying to attack up the right side, but good hustle to get in and break that one up by Mohammed. It will be a throw, though, for the Orioles. Kent getting it back, trying to go outside to Zua. Had a little trouble getting away there, though. And the Hawks working it back up their left side. Mohammed playing it up the line here, hustling after it is Sua. Sua one-on-one, now gets to the middle, but the help arrived for the Orioles as Dennison stepped in to break that up. Otherwise,
one more step.
Yeah, he had a nice look at the net there if that the second defender didn't come over.
Yeah, he needed one more step to get a shot off, and the defender blocked that from happening.
Here's Zua. He's got a little space. Now it cuts it back to the middle, but then with the left-footed shot, missed it. Maybe now in hindsight, wishing he had let it rip a step or two earlier with the right foot there.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to take that shot, but I think he saw a better opportunity coming from his partner on the left, but that didn't materialize.
Orsino sending it upfield here for Cooper, but the Orioles will quickly get to it. Oh, battle for it there in the middle of the field, and sent long by Mohammed. Sando hustling after it. Sando getting to it and trying to get that ball back, and he does. Couldn't quite get control. Foley now still has it, and off a defender. Wow. It's going to be a corner kick. Sando worked hard for the first goal and almost got another one there as he battled first of all with the keeper, Benitez Matias, and then Mason Beshi able to block that shot ultimately there.
Here's the first save.
I think it was a nice job, too, by the referee to let this one keep going. I mean, yeah, there was a little contact, but when it's going to be a scoring chance like that, you kind of let it go, and I think rightly so.
I think we're going to get a goal kick out of this, or another corner.
Yeah, going to be a goal kick. Cooper thought it was a corner. They started to go head out there, and center referee said otherwise, though, so.
But that was a nice individual effort and a group effort by the defense to keep that ball from going into the net.
Yeah, it's a lonely feeling when you're the keeper and you come out like that and go to the ground and then don't get it.
Right.
Then
you don't know where it is.
Yeah, you got a lot of open net to look at there, but they got back and just enough help to stop Sando from giving Cooper the lead back. And this one a little bit shaky as well. Going to be cleared out as Benitez Matias just had to come out. Another look at that battle for it here as Sando getting back to it, and then right there he tried to drag it to his other foot. He couldn't quite, but he just kept fighting.
Yeah, I think it went through his legs, but caught the back of the keeper's foot, and that bounced it right back out again. Otherwise, that was going in.
Hawks clear it away there to take away an opportunity from Kawame, but it'll be a throw for St. Louis Park here. Again, if you're just joining us, the Orioles considered a pretty big favorite coming in. They're 6-2-1, and Cooper was 0-9, and they also beat the Hawks 5-0 in the first meeting. But Cooper scored 3 goals in the first 7:38 of the match and shocked St. Louis Park. The Orioles did fight back to get 3 of their own, and those all came in a span of less than 6 minutes. So, and we stayed at 3-3 for the remainder of that first half and so far early into the second. High bounce to midfield, and here comes Sando gaining control here, playing it out to the outside towards Sua, but a nice play to break that one up by Elijah Siaflori. Ball knocked free, but then chipped long as they try and spring Kent. Yeah, that's offside.
2 players were offside.
It's almost like Kent, I think, knew it, but he was looking around like, well, I'm going to keep going until I hear the whistle, which is right.
Yeah, that's exactly what you have to do. Don't assume when something is happening, don't back off unless you hear the whistle.
Yorba getting in to break that one up. Sua couldn't get through a couple defenders there, but Sando winds up with it. Tried to go back to Sando, but intercepted, and then re-intercepted by Estadio Garcia. Muhammad chipping it with the left-footed cross there. Now a follow-up opportunity is going to be lofted way over the top by Sushu in there. So a goal kick upcoming here for St. Louis Park, and I guess realistically we didn't expect that scoring pace could possibly continue.
No.
We'll see.
It would have been exciting though.
Yeah, interesting first half, and again, as we said, mostly good offensive play, some kind of suspect D as well, a little mixed in, and you had 6 goals really in the first 16 minutes or so, or 16 minutes plus total.
Onside this time.
Lanesbury running it down, now getting a step. Lanesbury in tight, fires, save, another save, knocked loose. And then a follow-up blast, hits traffic, knocked away. And this one is going to be called against St. Louis Park. So wow, Hove having to make a tough save in close here. That was a great shot. Then the rebound was knocked right into him from close range. The follow-up try, I think it was a handball against the Orioles there. But
good defensive play that time by
the
Hawks.
They're so appreciative of Hove. They're
tying a
shoe for him, yeah.
The honorary shoe tying job.
Hove, we said, very fearless on one earlier, and boy, that shot was not an easy stop. That was probably 5 yards away, and with some pace on it.
Right at him, and as we said, lots of oomph behind it.
Ball to the outside will get away. Throw coming here for Park. See how Flory to throw it in here for the Orioles, and then it gets away off the body of Kent. Cooper will get a throw in. Another throw coming for the Hawks. Again, Cooper looking for its first victory of the season. And, to be honest, it doesn't, they kind of seem better than an 0-9 team based on what we've seen so far.
Offside again. No, I agree. I think after the 3 goals, I was going to say, how can this team possibly be 0-9?
Orioles going to play it back to the keeper there and work it nicely up the left side. That pass, however, gets away. Steal, and here comes Cooper looking to counter. Sando gets the pass back now. And they chip it long up the right side, but really nobody home. Keeper going to come out for it. Luis Benitez Matias, the sophomore goalkeeper for Park. Saw a lot of traffic early, ended up 3 goals against, but nothing since then.
The Oriole defense has been pretty tight since then.
Tried to spring Lanesbury, but it comes in on one hop to Hove.
And this guy's been very busy.
Yeah, he's played well. Couple of stops that would have kept this game tied. Oh, that ball nearly snuck through. Bjorbak got a piece of it though, and then cleared it out. Throw coming up. That one would have been interesting. If it got by him there, I think that was going to be a very good opportunity.
And that's been pretty much the signature of St. Louis Park all game long, getting the ball up on top quickly, letting the forwards go underneath it, and then chase it down.
Knizer getting a shot on net there, but not a terribly difficult save for Hove as he was centered up nicely, and that ball kind of came right at him.
Nice punt.
Orioles win it right back quickly though. Zua though then lost it. Just got away from Sando as he tried to control it. Dennison running it down. Kent trying to keep control of it there as he battles with Estadio Garcia. Now they'll swing it over to Beshi. Beshi playing it ahead for Lanesbury, but too far.
A lot of the battles, almost all the battles have been in the defensive zone. There's been very little activity in the midfield. In fact, midfield play has been almost non-existent. We have a yellow card.
Yeah, Muhammad was called for the initial foul, but then coming over was Sua. And I think he just kicked the ball away there. And So he is given the yellow after the initial foul went against his teammate. Shadrach Kamba coming into the lineup here for Cooper. Just a little bit of frustration, but he did the right thing by walking away then.
Brian Wood is our center referee. The other one is Driss Hashim. And on the far side, Melinda Matthias.
Ball headed away, but Zua trying to get control back here. This one is going to be a goal kick. I think the teams have maybe tired out a little bit here too. It doesn't
all the
feel,
running?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like quite the pace that there was. And I don't mean just the scoring pace, but just the pace of play as there was early in the game. A little bit warmer day again too. I think it's definitely cooled down now as the sun started to go down, but earlier in the day that might have taken a little bit more out of them as we had pretty warm temps. Here's Zua looking to get space for a shot. Now drops it back. Kanizer rips it, but too high. Got that left-footed shot. Got under it just a bit, and over the top it goes. Goal kick coming here for Cooper. Racino's taking the goal kick here as he has throughout the evening. Estadio Garcia, nice ball ahead, and then he gets the return pass. Looking out to the outside with it, and Sando. And they chip it ahead. This is onside. Here's an opportunity for the Hawks. Well, quite going to materialize into a shot. Now sent long. Lanesbury racing after it. Lanesbury a partial break, but the defender got back in to break it up. And this is going to be, it looks like a goal kick. Lanesbury saying, come on, you got a piece of that. But I tell you what, both officials, I think, were struggling to catch up to the play as it went way upfield. They might not have seen. Lanesbury, from his reaction, felt pretty strong that that ball was deflected last by a defender, but not going to get the call that way. Good hustle, though, to break that up, or that one could have been another goal for Lanesbury.
Definitely looking for a quality shot that time.
Muhammad chipping it here. Sando racing to it. Sando knocked away by the keeper. And Kent coming over to get it. Wow, Sando, he's been everywhere today. He's tireless, and then he gets a great takeaway there. Sando working hard, working through a couple, but then lost it. Chipped ahead. Lanesbury turns on the speed and then knocked away by the keeper. Orioles bench and fans howling for a foul call as Lanesbury looked like he was held up by the defender as he tried to break free for that ball. So it will be a throw for Park. Let's see if we can see. Oh, just tripped up by Racinos there.
Yeah. You see that one more time. See if that looked like it was deliberate, but I think they just. I didn't think it was.
Yeah, it kind of looked like they just clicked heels, and you know, if you're the player that's kind of tripped up, you're feeling like, well, a trip's a trip.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
they got their feet tangled up, and one of them went down. So.
Yeah. Let's look if we can see Racinos here hustling, and it wasn't intentional at all.
No. But I'm not even sure if he touched him.
I think he clipped his heel.
Boy, it was a slight.
Right. Battle for it here, and there is Tamba spinning away with it for Cooper. Now Abdi Muhammad trying to get around Dennison. Ooh, they go down. Great hustle to get it back by Tamba. He keeps on working. And it's going to be a corner kick here for Cooper.
Boy, and they had to fight for that corner kick, I'm telling you.
Shadrach Tamba didn't care who was in the way. He was going to keep going after it. Muhammad with the corner kick here for Cooper.
A little bit too far.
Header there by Kent. Zua hustling after it here, knocked away. It'll be a throw for Park. Under 25 to go now here in the second half. Still 3-3. And again, if you're just joining us, we had all 6 of our goals came in the first 17 minutes of the match, and then no goals since. You know, it's funny, obviously we still got a lot of time and it may not stay tied, but Cooper coming into the night, I think, would have absolutely been thrilled with the tie.
Oh, yeah.
But then when you go up 3-0, right, now you'd be kind of like, But at the same time, St. Louis Park, I think with as much momentum as they've had, they would not be very happy with the tie at this point.
No, they've been working hard to get the ball up on top quickly and see if they do it again. One short pass, now comes a longer pass. Nope.
Kent's pass not connecting with Zua. And Henry Sua coming back in as he received that yellow card not so long ago, and he will check back into the match here for Cooper. Kwame playing it ahead for Lanesbury. Lanesbury with the shot on a goal. St. Louis Park takes its first lead. Lanesbury had their first goal, and now he gets their 4th goal as well.
He's been knocking on the door for the last 10, 12 minutes, and finally gets a clear breakaway. The defense is not able to get back in time.
Did a good job, too, of just hitting this quick, not giving the keeper any time to come out and smother it or anything. And you know, the nice thing about that one, too, for Park is that the depth of that pass was good, so it wasn't too close into the keeper where it would give Hove an opportunity to come out and take that one before his teammate Lanesbury could get there.
Right, it was far enough out so that he had a pretty good angle at it.
So St. Louis Park has battled all the way back to take the lead after trailing 3-0 in the first 8 minutes of the match. And let's see what that does to the tempo of this one from here on, as Park is, you know, pretty much controlled play for the most part.
Yes.
Latter into the second half here, but you know, not that Cooper hasn't had some opportunities as well.
Yeah, they've had some because St. Louis Park has been a little bit lax on some of their defense also. But they've been allowing the Cooper forwards to get behind them and get some shots off.
Kwame will dish it back here. Sia Flory. Strong step in there by Sua, and he wins that ball. Battle for it here. And that's going to be a foul call going against Cooper. Played long ahead here. Lanesbury getting it back, looking for another. Now this time drops it over to Sua. Sua trying to return that pass. It came right back to him. Goes again with it. Lanesbury's shot denied. As hustling back in to break it up there was Jarjay, but Orioles trying to get back and going again here. And a little trip called against St. Louis Park as Tamba came back upfield. So Cooper's still got some time as they try and come back and battle back and tie this one up. But they haven't had nearly as many chances as Park here in the second half. And that'll be a throw coming here for Cooper. Engwall will take it for the Hawks. Possession kept there nicely up the sideline by Dennis, who has a pair of goals for Cooper early in the game. Throw in coming for Park, but first they're completing substitution. Zua getting control. Now played up the line. Zua getting to it. He has Lanesbury with him. Now Lanesbury receiving. Trying to get a step here, and he rips that shot high up and over the top. That time a little better defended. It wasn't a real clean look at the net.
You know, they had more bodies back there, but they're still trying to stay shoulder to shoulder with the attacker.
Goal kick upcoming here for Cooper. So Lanesbury a pair of goals, and Kwame a pair of goals for St. Louis Park. Racino's driving it out toward midfield. Kent with a long header. Now it's recovered by Gorin, putting it out front. Kwame trying to turn. He was tripped up. Free kick upcoming here for Park. And clock stopped. No, I guess not. I thought he was possibly thinking of pulling out a yellow, but it does not look like it. Now the go-ahead given for this free kick. Gonna try and sneak a pass through there. Good effort to recover and break that one up, as Sua went to the ground to stop it. We could see the angle from up here pretty good. If that ball got through, it was going to be a good chance. And a trip called there as Knizer was knocked down. Another free kick coming here for Park. Fouls have started to mount up a little bit on Cooper. I don't know if they're a little bit frustrated or a little bit tired or both. Kind of, they've been not just a step slow to a few of these balls and then just keep on coming and have taken a player down. Nice block of that one, but then sent back in and right back out.
Nice takeaway.
Kwame turning, tried to spring Lanesbury there and almost did so. And then a collision. Play will be stopped as it's Kwame who's injured, and the player he collided with knew right away that, he's obviously a good sportsmanship there by Sua as he realized, I think they must have hit knee to knee or something like that.
So he's going to come off the pitch.
Thank you, trainer.
You can see right there, kind of maybe stepped on him a little bit.
I wonder if his shoe dug into the turf. Twisted it a little bit. Could have been a little stress on the knee. We'll see if he comes back in. I'm sure he will. Still a pretty tight game. Cooper, all Cooper needs is a breakaway, and it'll be 4-4.
Yeah, we saw earlier in this game that chances are possible for both teams here. Sando running it down here for the Hawks. Pretty well defended there, and he loses it. It'll be a throw here for Park. That one will come right back out of play. Another throw coming for the Orioles. They've got a substitution happening here, and so now they will bring the ball back into play, but they quickly turn it over. That one didn't work out so well for Park. Up the line and out. Throw in coming here for the Hawks. Estadio Garcia returning it to Engwall, but then the next pass picked off. Engwall got a foot in there to break that up though, and Sando trying to turn and go. Couldn't sneak it through the defenders there, and now the Orioles coming back the other way. Kent playing it up right side. Luca Guarin. Drop the pass ahead, and keeper Hove coming out for that one as Racinos did his best. He was tempted to play it himself, but I think he heard the call from the keeper and was waiting for him to come out and get it.
Right. Hove said that he's got it, so he let the ball come through and an easy pickup.
Zua's pass just a little bit behind Lanesbury there. Estadio Garcia trying to work his way up the line. He plays it off an Oriole. It'll be a throw for Cooper as Mohammed will come back into the Cooper lineup here. Hawks down to about 15 minutes as they try and get the tying goal. Again, they led 3-0 early. Park scored 3 in the first half and then 1 here in the second to take the lead for the first time. It's 4-3 Orioles. Long ahead, here comes Lanesbury and tapped it toward Kwame.
I think that was just a missed pass. That one went right to Hove.
Yeah, it was certainly the right idea, I think, there, but just got too much of it.
Yep.
Nice steal there by Kenizer. Kenizer playing ahead for Lanesbury. A shot and a goal. Well, St. Louis Park quickly capitalizing on that turnover, and Kenizer just tapped that ball ahead nicely. And third goal of the game for Daniel Lansbury Jr.
Here's the interception, looking for number 8, has him, and an easy shot. Good passing here.
Yeah, good vision by Kenizer, and again, nice touch on the pass. He didn't get over eager and hit it too hard. He just kind of laid it out there for his teammate to go run to.
And he's had no trouble getting behind the defense all game long.
If you're Hove, when he sees number 8 coming, he's got to be thinking, you again, really?
I don't need to see you coming at me anymore.
So a 5-3 lead now for St. Louis Park as they have battled all the way back from that early deficit. Trying for more here. Kwame chases it down. And what do we have here?
I think it's
foul
against.
Call against Park, I believe.
Park, yeah.
Trying to get that ball back. They got a little bit of a push called there. And Kwame is looking around saying, really? Okay. I think he was hoping a corner kick was forthcoming.
Well, I'll tell you, the Cooper defense has got to be just breathing hard because they have been really working, trying to get back in time to stop this Hawk offense. Oriole.
Scooped up there by Hove as Cooper trying to generate some more offense down the stretch. When it was still 4-3, you're thinking, okay, well, we still got time. We're okay. But at 5-3 now, obviously they need to make something happen pretty quick here if they're going to have any chance. And here they send it long. Volleyed up in the air, and that gives Benitez Matias a chance to get to that one. And it was Sando who has showed great speed for Cooper tonight, who was trying to get to that one.
Yeah, I think he's been probably the fastest player on the pitch today.
Yeah, I would agree. Lifted high in the air here by Hove. Yorback got that ball away. Estadio Garcia. Pass back to the outside is picked up by Bjorbak, but then out of play it goes. It'll be a throw for Cooper.
Well, we'll see how things set up here, but looking at Lanesbury, he is walking gingerly.
Estadio Garcia banging it upfield here, but well read and taken there by Beshi. Beshi dropping it over now to Kent. Kent's going to let a shot go, and that one banging off a defender. They'll try again here as Kent gains control. Chipping it to the middle, but that one broken up. Muhammad had it knocked away, and the Orioles win it back. Nice move along the line, and just barely kept in there by Guarin. And it'll be a throw here for St. Louis Park. Again, both teams with one more game remaining coming up on Thursday night in the regular season, that is. And then it'll be playoff time. See Guarin and Sua battling. Now Kwame. 3 players coming to meet him and had it taken away. And then a foul, and you could see that one coming.
Yeah,
Kwame,
he was a little frustrated.
Yeah, once he got that ball stolen, he was kind of not happy, and he came charging back and was called for the foul. Kanizer didn't got the takeaway, but he was not the one who committed the foul there as his teammate. Things have gotten a little chippy here and there, not too bad, but throw in here. Sushiwin getting it over, and now they send it long. Sando takes that left-footed shot and got a pretty good attempt. And Luis Benitez Matias with the save.
And that was a little tougher than it looked when it was being set up.
Hawks get a takeaway here. That shot, though, denied, as Dennison got in the way of it. Now we get a foul call against Cooper. And Estadio Garcia telling Kanizer, sorry, didn't mean to do that. And there's Estadio Garcia with the takeaway, and then he was held. Foul on the Orioles. Free kick coming for Cooper. And they'll go quickly to the attack. Long shot attempted. Ooh, and bobbled. That'll be a corner kick. Benitez Matias would like to have that one to do again, as he didn't come up with it cleanly. The good news is there was nobody around to try and get to it, but it does result in a corner kick.
So another set play for the Cooper team.
Sua will take the corner for the Hawks. Driving it to the middle, and first to it was Kent. Now they're able to get it ahead. Kanizer chases it down. Nice ball up the line there. Kwame's pass bounces around, and there's Engwall stepping up to take it. Estadio Garcia. Spinning away there. Hawks looking to press it to the outside now, and here's a cross that'll come bouncing in. Benitez Matias scooping it up here for St. Louis Park. Ursinos with the header, and Kwame sending it ahead. Lanesbury trying to win that ball back. And there's a takeaway try, jabbed away then by Muhammad. It will be a throw for St. Louis Park. They're going to complete a substitution before they throw it in here, though, as we approach 7 minutes remaining here in the second half. St. Louis Park has scored 5 goals in a row total, as Emmanuel Chate coming back in. They scored after falling behind quickly 3-0. They quickly tied it 3-3, and then now have added a couple of goals here in the second half, both by Daniel Lanesbury.
And not that surprising given how they've been able to get those open shots, long passes, and good connecting passes.
Lanesbury chipping it ahead. Chate trying to come up with that penalty kick.
Yep.
Pleading his case there was Jarjay, but he will be called for the takedown, and a penalty kick upcoming here for St. Louis Park. Another look as this pass comes, and he kind of falls into the legs there of Chate.
It may not have been intentional, but that's going to get called. He's arguing with his case, but
Racino's getting a talking to here.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got to be careful when you start talking to the referee. So he's going to come out with the yellow. And the Orioles now with an opportunity to make it 6-3.
Looks like Dennison is going to be the player to take the penalty kick here for the Orioles. One of their captains, Jovan Dennison.
See if the keeper guesses properly. He does.
Oh,
nice kick save.
Stop by Hove. And then it bounces way out. So Hove making a nice stop there. Now the race on the other way. Muhammad plays it around the D to himself. Muhammad around the keeper. Oh, and he missed the net.
He went around and had an open net. Got excited and shanked it.
Great hustle. Here's another look at that big save with the left foot.
And then here's the runaway. Nice poke right there. Keeper comes out, got an open net, can't catch up to it. Oh, if he'd have waited another step, he may have gotten a better clean shot at it. Wow, what an effort, though.
And he really, at that point, didn't need to put much on it. I mean, just a slow roller would have gotten the job done. Until a little frustrating there for Abdi Muhammad, one of the Hawks seniors here on senior night. But again, good effort. Really great move on, not even just one great move, first on the defender and then on the keeper.
Well, the keeper getting that kick save.
Here's Lanesbury coming out, and that one denied. It'll be a corner kick upcoming, and then players sprawling everywhere after that collision. We've got a little bit of everything in this one. A penalty kick stopped. 6 goals in the first 17 minutes. and
end action. There's been very little, if any, midfield play.
Kanizer with the corner here for Park, trying to go low and short with it. And they try to go back out to him, and it's going to be another corner. It was the defender who got a foot in there to break that one up. So Kanizer will take it. Knocked away there as Guarin circled toward it. And cleared out of play. A throw coming here for St. Louis Park. So it looks like the Orioles are ultimately going to end up probably winning this one, but Cooper sure made it interesting.
Yeah, and they're not going to make it easy, I'll tell you that.
Throw-in didn't have much on it and knocked out of there by Soshewin. So another throw coming here for St. Louis Park. Lucas Lee in there late in the match for the Orioles, cleared right back out. Another throw coming for Park. Throw in here. Hawks looking to quickly counter. Nice retake there. Go with the return pass out to Dennison. Let that ball go through. Keeper way out. Hove driving it upfield. And a foul call there going against Cooper. A little under 3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, you gotta wonder how tired are these Cooper defenders. They've been trying to chase down all of these Oriole attackers, and it's been quite the task to keep up with them.
Knizer with the free kick here for Park. He's going to go at the net and right into the midsection of Hove. Knocked ahead to Sando, and Lee breaking that one up. Now to Guarin. See how Flory will send it back to Lee. And they don't want to get too cute here.
No, you don't.
Playing keep away now over to Lee. He volleys it long and up the middle, and Hove way out. And they're going to go back with it to Hove. Chipped ahead. That one's going to bounce all the way into Benitez Matias. Cooper will wrap up the regular season on Thursday at Kennedy, and then St. Louis Park plays Chanhassen on Thursday. And again, these teams back in the same section. Cooper back into AA after some time in A, and then Section 6AA.
And it'll be interesting to see what the seedings are going to be in that section. There's quite a few good teams that are capable of coming out on top.
Yeah, from having seen him a couple times, I would have to pick Wayzata as a
favorite.
pretty clear favorite.
Yeah.
But you never know.
No.
Slip there, and Guarin sending it up. Under 40 seconds to go.
Taking a look over at Willie's score sheet for St. Louis Park. 29 shots, 15 on goal, 5 in. That's an on-goal percentage of 52%.
Lanesbury already has 3 goals, was looking for one more there, but offside. Under 10 seconds to play, so that amazing 3-goal start for Cooper, but unable to get anything more after that, and Park just kind of chipped away, got 3 quick ones to quickly tie it up, and then the second half they come up with the only 2 goals of the half and will pull away to their 7th victory of the season, and Cooper will try and aim for their first win in that last regular season game again as they take on Bloomington Kennedy. Hope you've enjoyed this one. A wild start, and Park ends up winning it for Sig Ligry and all of our crew. MJ Wilcox. Reminder to watch for the girls telecast as well, but in the boys game, St. Louis Park defeating Cooper by a score of 5-3.